Beautiful music for a great cause. That is the goal of a special concert coming up in the Low Country later this month. It's headlined by an amazing singing group and a pretty popular vocalist in his own right who you may have seen before right here on WSAV. Joining me now is Stee, who's part of a Harmonious, a charity concert under the stars on November 19th. I know you're kind of like Rihanna, you like to go by one name, but I slip in the second name now and then.
Yes,
so.
I love it. I'm fine with it.
But Stee, you may remember from The Voice. He was on for multiple weeks out there doing his best, representing everybody out there. That idea of being on TV and singing on TV, talk to me a little bit about what that was like and sort of what you came home to, what is going on too.
Absolutely. I mean, it was, I always say it's an unforgettable experience to sing on television and, to be around so many people who've done incredible things in places you wanted to be. But it's an experience I'll never forget. I'm glad that I did pretty all right, But coming
I would
back,
say so.
yeah, thank you. I'll pay you later. But I will say this, coming back was an incredible experience. Coming back, being able to perform for everybody locally and, of course, going around the nation and doing all these shows and all these people that have seen you. I felt like I finally did something that took me to the next level, and I'm very proud of that.
And you've really given a lot back to the community, though. You've done some things in Columbia for charities,
Yes.
and obviously this concert coming up, too. Was that sort of part of the idea, realizing that you could really use your voice in many ways for the benefit of others?
Yeah. I'll tell you, the really cool thing is it was always incredible to have a band, and, we have Stee in Ear Candy, which is a band that we've had for 11 years.
Yeah.
But to have people come up and say things like, oh, you've helped my mom get through a tough time. She was going through chemo and she would come to see you guys every Friday. That's when you realize that being on a platform like NBC's The Voice and, you could do so much more. And I'm happy to be able to incorporate that into my career.
Pretty neat, because you look at The Voice, we'll show a little bit of the video of you on The Voice since we do have it here, but also what you've been able to do with your voice since then I think is so important, and what's going on, because you've been able to perform so much locally too, and coming back to represent the Low Country, which is what you're so proud at. You started long before The Voice came around as a star and doing these kind of things.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, my beginnings were obviously, I actually used to act when I was a kid. So I did television since I was probably 8 years old. Transitioned from doing that to writing for artists along with my sister Brooke Danielle and one of my really close friends, Malcolm Horn. We did that for a little while, and then we struck out on our own. Started doing Ear Candy, which has been like the greatest thing ever. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
so
very fulfilling, very fulfilling.
But we're talking about Harmonious too, and what you're coming up here. Shaddai, amazing voices out there to even be part of this, and then you get to obviously do your own flair to everything. Talk to me about what the goal is of Harmonious and what this is for.
Harmonious is a nonprofit. They do incredible things for people that are patients that are going through difficult times, and they need, healthy transition to get to the next stage or whatever, they're dealing with. Not only that, but the nonprofit does a lot for their families as well. Marisol Health, that's what they do. So when there was an opportunity for me to be a part of something like that, I was like, why wouldn't I do that? Are you kidding me? They do incredible work, and Harmonious is their fundraiser, and I'm so happy to be a part of it this year. They took a little break, and now they're back doing some great things, and they got you, boy.
Yeah, while he's here, so.
Yeah,
I mean, great nonprofit for end of life for everybody out there, but it's so happy to do the voices that you have and the music out there. November 19th, what can people expect?
You're going to expect an incredible time. We're bringing nothing but joy, great vibes, high energy, great musicianship. Everybody from the band is ready. We have a great show that we just put together, put the finishing touches on. I'm so ready to show everybody a great time and, just tell them what Harmonious is all about. And
if somebody wants to buy a ticket, how do they do that?
They can do it at marisolhealth.org/Harmonious. Get your tickets. There are tickets still available. You don't want to miss it because I'm there. And where else would you want to be on a Wednesday night?
No place else.
Stop playing.
And I'll give you a chance to. You are still performing in the Low Country 2 times a week at Kinda Blue.
Correct. Kinda Blue, Hilton Head Island, 19 Dunnigan's Alley. Come and see us. It's a great show. We do what we can, so you won't be disappointed.
You never are when you sing out there.
Thank you, sir.
Steve, thank you so much. I appreciate it, and we're looking forward to the concert.
Can't wait to do it. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Appreciate it. All right, Jeff, to you.